Oh, what's just happened? Why is my entire system? There we go. Whee. Yeah, no, I'm willing to bet that Steam is just trying to steal that Warhammer patch. Which, yeah, they've stopped that. Oh wait, sorry about that.
Total Warhammering.
Right, we are on. Sorry about that little rough start. Yeah, apparently it took that exact moment to start putting the Warhammer 3 patch down.
Welcome back, everyone, to Spellbound Kingdoms. We are currently in a bit of a kerfuffle.
You are. So, yes, you did. The party went as well as we expected. So now you're in 3 different groups spread across the city.
I don't think the party went as well as expected.
I didn't toggle vote.
I
Toggle
mean,
vision. There we go. See, I'm learning.
it went as well as Gray expected.
Bombastic on. Brand, you're probably in somewhere in the 5 walls.
Yeah, I'm inside.
And
Oh,
Johan
you actually. Mhm.
and Cord are
Oh,
somewhere outside with our no friend.
oh, you actually made a
Ooh, hey, I'm
map
is-
for the city, you see.
It's a random generated map.
To be fair, we're going to be stuck in this city for quite some time, I strongly suspect. So
Yeah, I found a
How
good
it
random
goes.
city generator again, so it's seconds to knock these things together.
This was supposed to be a minor speed bump. 50 sections later, we finished it.
Those are the
Okay,
best
oh.
type.
I don't believe in minor speed bumps.
The campaign grinds to a halt.
No,
The more
the campaign
focus you
takes a
put on
different
an
setting.
area as the players, the more it grows and becomes more interesting.
Quite.
And I mean,
Right.
as long as it's interesting, let's keep going.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Mhm.
we'll move on to a lovely morning after the night. You know,
Oh.
Everything is only mostly on.
no, nothing's on fire, apart from the guard beacons around every part of the wall. Guards full duty. The manor is in panic mode because the Lord's been captured and they don't want anyone to find out. And Brent is nursing a bit of a hangover.
Hang
If you
on, let
stop
me roll for
drinking.
that.
I think I'd just call you
I
Brent, not
did stop
Brent.
drinking. Yeah, a bit of a hangover. Not a terrible hangover, but
Yeah.
a bit of a hangover. Maybe I should roll
But,
hard for that.
but you found a new friend. You're in a new friend's house.
Unfamiliar ceiling.
An overhangover.
No stab wounds. That's good.
All right. I'm actually using my
Sleeping on a
FC
couch,
character
that's
generator.
good.
You're in the house of a Kiando Kullaby. He's a Wolf Highlander. And the first thing you'll notice about him is he's got like a horrific racking cough. But,
Oh, hey.
he's making you breakfast, so he's like sizzling up some lovely fried mushrooms and then kind of turning away and going back onto frying the mushrooms.
As you do.
Does he? Oh my lord, he has spore lung from long times of mushroom farming.
Yes, actually, I can cure that.
You can hear it.
I can cure it.
Oh. You can have a go?
Well, first I'm going to ask if there's anything to drink. Hangovers, you know.
Oh, yes. I've got some lovely coffee. He pours you some coffee out and passes it to you.
Oh yeah, coffee definitely helps.
Yeah. It would do if it was coffee.
Made from caffeinated mushrooms.
In fact, I might go get some as soon as I'm done healing his sick. So I will definitely make mention. That's a nasty cough you've got there. Been going on a while, or something?
Yeah. Been spending a bit of time out in the fields, and the spores get in the lungs.
Oh, I could probably help with that. I know a few fixer tricks.
Oh yeah. quite hard to find fixers in the city. You know, what with them
Well,
having a chance of
younger.
turning everybody into radishes and stuff like that.
No. That's wizards who do that. Fixers are the other guys with the potions and the poultices and
Oh,
the getting executed for unlawful healings. You don't tell anyone.
but yeah, if you can see a way to help me up, that's
Yeah, sure. Yeah, this might. Let's see. Yeah, I got this stuff. Give me a half an hour. I'll have something mixed up.
all right.
I'm gonna put some water in a vial and then pour it into another one. Eventually, he's going to be done with breakfast. I'll have him take a lie down, and then I'll use the with the wear magic spell of purge flesh, which shapeshifts you into a healthier state. But you also get a werewolf trait like wolf eyes or extra hair,
You're basically doing a
slightly
witcher on him.
claws. Counts as a scar, maiming, or crippling wound.
All right.
That'll
His
buff
lungs,
out. Don't worry.
his lungs are okay, but he grew a tail.
Where's this? What page?
Page 255. It's one of the close spells of wizardry. Wear magic.
The what, the wolf curse is that?
No. Purge flesh. On page 255.
It's one of the ritual spells.
Oh,
that-
ritual
It's not a
spells.
ritual. It's a close spell, an out of combat magic.
Eh.
So
Yeah,
it would
doesn't
cost
ritual
him
magic,
history if he was a player character, but
yeah.
you know he's not.
Yep, that's fine.
It's one of those wonderful things to use to tempt people, to tempt the unwary into doing such things like casting magic, so you can have the chance
Make
for
sure I don't roll a
cascading.
1. Very good. Magic is awesome.
All right.
All of a sudden, a wolf curse just spreads throughout the land.
Definitely not a wizard. Drink this, lie down, and then drink this second one.
Don't drink them in the wrong order, or horrible things will happen.
That's why I'm having him handing him the first one. Drink this, now lie down, then drink this one.
For
And
heaven's
yes,
sake,
don't
do
drink
it
these in the
other
wrong order, otherwise you'll have drunk the water before the water.
It's called the placebo effect.
way. But he doesn't need to know that.
Yes.
Then I use the magic. Now this will mess up your ears something hoarse, but just for a couple of minutes.
All right. So he drinks it, and yeah.
I
He
cast
will-
a spell, and it gives him basically he has my magic die, which is not small, as a bonus on all resistance checks against disease in the future. So
Ah,
it's strong.
yeah.
Magic is great.
Oh, you're rolling your extra
It's there to
D6s.
incentivize you to baiting you into rolling a 1.
Yes, but it doesn't count. He's not spellbound, so it doesn't count for that.
It's going to take a while before it takes effect, though, apparently.
He feels better. Cough, cough. Already.
Yep.
Hack.
Just
Wheeze,
here's
owl.
a thing. You just make up a few more vials of him to drink. To cover.
No,
for
no,
the
you
fact
don't want
that-
to overdose. No.
I have-
That would be bad.
We have this magical potion called whiskey. It's very useful.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's a D8. I don't have the +1 added for my character sheet for being level 2. Level 2.
Ah,
Are we level 2s already?
Level 1?
We've
Yeah, we
been
got to
level 2
level
for some
2.
time.
That's why I have elemental magic.
Yeah. It's level 3 we haven't quite reached yet.
Yeah, next session.
Oh yeah. What did we get from last session, Brad?
last session was just another, what do you call it?
Background.
History.
Backstory, yeah.
Background history thing.
Because it's this one that you're going to get another level, I think.
Okay.
Right. So, you're making friends. That's good. On. What's the situation like inside the manor?
Well, Arn's been doing his best to quietly disrupt things by just taking random pieces of paper, giving them contradictory orders, and then handing them off to random people. And he's just waiting to see if anyone steps up to actually try to take control of the situation, or if he can just keep them delayed indefinitely.
Okay. I suppose I should check to see how they are doing.
Yes, that picture of a thing is exactly what I would expect from such a thing.
Yep.
Mhm. Yep. Those are the kind of things you end up with in a Doom 6 area.
Yeah.
Good work, Arn.
Arn is nailing this.
Ah, yes, the tomato goblin.
You've got them running in circles at this point.
Yep, and as long as they're not doing anything, that serves our purposes just fine.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
The last thing we want is a unified response. 5 or 6 different responses, that'll be fine.
So, yeah, you've got everyone just running around, like, trying to fill out the wrong forms. Yeah, the bureaucrats are in chaos. The guards take the orders from the bureaucrats, and therefore are mainly sitting around and just guarding. Which is not a bad default state, but yeah, isn't proactive. But there's no sweeps of the city going on. Well, town. Outside, you, sorry,
Yes.
Brent and, of course, Cord and Johannes have got a rather grumpy, tied up, and now conscious nobleman with them. Where are you hiding?
To be
Question.
where? Well, to be fair, down the more likely like in a basically at the back of a shit shack.
I mean, there's got to be plenty of farms around here, haven't there? So we could just find like an abandoned farm that failed the winter.
In the oh, I know. We're living in a spore hutch. We're in a spore hutch at the moment.
Ooh, very healthy place to be.
As long as we're wearing our proper masks, they won't be able to get in your lungs.
I'm just going to gesture at your unmasked face.
No. That's we look over at Cord's bandito Cord face, which doesn't have a mask. Does not have a mask. We both look. Look. I'm sure we both are wearing the kind of PPE that wearing the COVID PPE currently. And the guy is bound and gagged because it's the best place to make sure that no one talks about anything.
Oh, yeah, no, for the record, like, I appreciate you may want to talk to this guy later, but I'm assuming that operating procedure till then is he is bound and gagged at all times because we do not need him raising a hullabaloo.
Yes.
So
that is a much better one. I like the second one, Gray.
cute and
But somewhere further out. I don't honestly have an idea where. Honestly, my plans have gone awry, and I am kind of loosening the reins a bit.
well.
Mhm.
I don't want to stray too far away from Khan because at the end of the day, our job is still there. But
Cord.
hang on, let me look at the main map again.
Yeah.
How many days was it by travel roughly from Breakwater to Khan? Because I remember we had horses.
By horse, I think it's like 3 or 4 days.
Okay, so
We basically had like a fortnight of time between the before the what do you call it get here.
yeah, so I mean, I suppose my thought was if we just found somewhere that was at least more than a day or so away from the city by foot, at least it's not somewhere the townsfolk can just wander in and just go, oh, hey, here's our noble trust up. But I don't want to go too much further than that because I do reckon we ought to, once Chappie is secured, go back into Khan via the sewer entrance we broke out of. Because at the end of the day, we haven't really done what we've been asked to do yet, so. If we broke in, we could break out the same way.
Sewers.
I mean, I'm sure you could probably get back in with a bit of with a bit of chicanery.
I mean,
know,
I
to get
intend
horrible
to.
diseases, I have a fix for that.
I mean, what you could do is always just wear a different kind of hairstyle or something like that. I mean,
I have a few things in the works, but my job is essentially also just to make sure that if I leave you on your own with the noble, do you have a plan beyond just having a chat with the noble and getting what you can out of him?
I could always just yell at him until what are you rolling, Gray?
I don't have to tell you.
To be fair, he has a point.
Sometimes GMs just roll dice.
The
And for everything else, there's MasterCard.
The noble is trying to get to escape.
I mean, to be fair, if he's rolled a 1 for that, I'd like to think Gray would have at least told us we've seen it. But
Well, he doesn't have to tell us. That's the thing.
well, no, true. Inspect the hostage. Make sure he's actually still tied up.
Well, if you really want to talk, I mean,
Oh no, I don't want to talk to him. I just want to make sure he doesn't wander off in the middle of the night. You're the talky one here. I'm going to go try and get back in.
yeah, I just don't know what to say is the main problem.
I mean,
This has kind of
without
gone far.
I was going to say, without wishing to sound glib, that's never stopped you before.
Discard,
Well,
would you like ideas?
No.
Okay.
Typically I would have an angle, but
Yeah, fair enough.
typically I would
Honest.
have an angle or some sort, but this is kind of like found me a little bit at ends.
All right.
Well, in
at
that case,
odds and
Johan's in
can I
charge.
make a... Yeah.
what?
Can I make
Johan's
a
in
quick
charge then.
recommendation now? Oh, sorry.
Sorry, we're talking over. It's fine. You carry on.
No, I was just going to make one quick recommendation before I head back into the city then. Work out what motivates this chap so we can use it against him later if we have to.
Well, primarily that's his city. I thought it would be. I thought offering to make sure that it was lean and spared and just ran past on the way there would be enough. But then he's like, "Oh no, I can't betray my emperor and so forth." And I'm just like, "Why?"
That's exactly what I mean. This guy clearly has something else going on.
Cor will look over, pull down the face mask. So like, what? Why did you do that again?
Do what?
I mean, I was offering the fact that your city would be spared. You would just be, a way station for the thing. You could trade with the barbarians, make sure that you probably even grow your thing because instead of being on the back end of the backwater, you would be on the forefront of the new invasion type deal. Ambition, grain, glory, all that such. But then you just turn around and backstab me. So I'm like, what? Why?
Because you're a barbarian, you can't be trusted.
What?
Obviously, we know what happens. We open the gates, and then you kill everybody, or enslave us, or eat us.
No.
No, you're saying that no one in your party would eat us.
Okay. Oh well, no. Those guys have a reputation, but they're not really cannibals. They're just anyway. It's the fact that that's just sir, that is just advertising and so forth. It's just giving people an idea, just to flee in terror so they don't put up horrid opposition.
So what you're saying is we need to go back to management and point out that our advertising is a little too effective.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, we could put that on the to-do list. What I'm saying is that I think this chap has clearly got something else going on, given that your fairly good idea didn't work first time round. So I'm going to break back into the city, just squeeze what you can out of him before I get back. And if you can't, just, I don't know, beat him up again and just make sure he doesn't run away. He's our bargaining chip at the moment we need him.
Fair enough. Well, we can just have a sit and a talk.
For God's sakes, don't drink the mushroom tea around here.
It's not actually that bad. Though those I have to ask a question, good sir. Are you the one who's pioneered this mushroom coffee?
No, it's been around for a while.
Ah, good. It's nice to know that people have been making mistakes around here for decades.
Wonderful stuff, but wonderful stuff. Who would have thought that it could that a legume could create caffeine? I wonder what you guys feed it.
Nothing of it at all.
I was going to say, judging by the taste, dirt.
Yes.
Good.
Yeah.
Make me a reason roll.
Versus what
Who are they
doom?
feeding to the mushroom?
Just make me a reason roll.
Oh, 5.
All right, so you get the feeling that he's being a bit evasive on that question.
A bit hazy,
Evasive.
evasive.
Yeah.
Like
He ducked it.
really? I mean, there's no. Nah, I must insist. I mean, this is some good stuff. I'm sure that that would be your your main export and so forth, being so rare in its own right. But
Well,
mhm. Oh,
thing
you
is,
know what?
it's kind of keeps
I'll-
going. Yeah,
Mhm.
we've had a few problems. We've managed to get stuff that's still growing, and that's the important thing.
The important thing on its own, and you just give me a second. Let me actually just roll my own charisma just to line in. You don't say.
Discard. Stop rolling dice when you don't have to. Yeah.
Yeah. You want to attack my mood, Gray? You want to have him roll his own thing?
No, it's not a mood attack. He's not in the position to attack your mood.
Cook on your coffee. Discard. It's the only way to save yourself.
Yeah.
Stop drinking the coffee. It's clearly suspicious.
This card says as he gags a little bit as he gets a sprout in his mouth in his throat. Excuse me.
It's also the greyest
Please
cup
tell
of
me
coffee
you-
you've ever had.
Please tell me you just cough this sprout up in the middle of the room while the two of us are still here.
Yes, I take it to the min and spit it out. I guess I fucked up the grind. I messed up the grinding process.
Dear God, I have been in war zones on Mercury pleasant than this. At least there the coffee you knew wasn't going to bloody grow in your throat.
Well, yeah, but that's
It's
Mercury.
that's a weird. That's weird. Why is it growing so verdantly? Like I had it it was powder when I put it in the water, but when I brewed it in the water in the first thing, and next thing you know, it's a sprout.
Magic bullshit.
I will raise
Make
an
me a magic
eyebrow at
roll,
the.
both of you.
Look, we already saw what happened at the
No,
breakwater, right?
you can't. You're not spellbound. This isn't a thing. This is just what do you understand?
Oh dear, no.
I am going to. I am going to.
I don't
Invoke
have the
I'm going to
inspirations.
invoke a history. I'm going to invoke a
yeah.
history on this one because I'm at you thing. So, being a child of the Empire, being my main chosen one backstory, I am very much would say attuned to this land, and very much very much Shakespearean yeah, what do you call that other thing Arthurian kind of fashion. So we'll see what happens. Wait, the other one didn't roll. Oh, because I put roll blah, 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 I put too many L's.
I was gonna say, that's a lot of ones all in a row.
Yeah.
So my deep connection to the land of my forefathers, Gray. He says, bullshitting horribly.
Well, as it's a magic roll,
Yeah.
there does seem to be like a magical aftertaste. You've tasted magical potions before. This has got a magical aftertaste, very, very slight, but yeah.
This has. I'm tasting. Why am I tasting yellow? Cumanim.
Why are you tasting purple?
Yeah, why am I tasting Quello?
Have you been drinking again?
Yes,
No,
that's
it's
the entire thing that brought you onto it. He's been drinking.
No, I mean, have you been slipping in some booze and keeping it away from me this
no,
time?
no,
hell do you want about?
Quello, the taste of actualization and crystalline. You know, the fundamental foregrounds of magic. You know, talk to Brent about this.
He means opportunities.
Of opportunities and ambition. Why is there ambition in this tea? Who put ambition in this? Who ground ambition in this?
How else are you gonna get the?
If anything, you'd say it's the exact opposite.
Despair?
The lack of ambition.
Lack of ambition. I don't think there's a word for lack of ambition.
Contentment.
Contentness?
What's it? No,
List-
no. A college
listless?
student. College student. What's college student is T?
I mean, the opposite of ambitious is unambitious or lazy, so
Yeah.
laziness.
Laziness.
I would say lackadaisical.
Sloth?
I don't know,
Coffee?
lackadaisical is way too happy for this place.
Sloth would work. Yeah.
Sloth works.
It tastes of
Also-
sloth.
Considering that Johannes has basically a magic stat and botched that roll, he's just looking as if you've grown a third head. It's like, what in the name of God are you talking about?
Okay, be honest. There are many colors of this rainbow.
You're speaking to someone who's literally blue. I got that part.
Yes, but we're talking. Well, this is. How do you explain the unexplainable, the inexplicable, and the chord? You have to do so in poetry primarily. This is why it's primarily. That's why it's banned in many tribes. The poet is the most dangerous person among us because he brings word to Magic's mayhem.
I disagree and point out the cannoneer probably makes a decent threat to that argument, but for the sake of this, go on.
Cannoneer?
The dude with a cannon.
Well, yes, but he just fires a cannon. He doesn't, magic a cannon. He doesn't, describe a cannon. He doesn't give word to the horrid opening of the sky above.
Come to Mercury sometime. We have magical artillery. It's a delight to watch. Anyway, besides the semantics, I take
yes.
it you were trying to describe some sort of magical effect in the coffee?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Mr. Nobleman. Mr. Nobleman, I forgot your name.
Don't apologize to the bourgeois aristocrat.
Yes, but
Sorry. Put his name always for everyone.
Huh?
I didn't save. Why did I not save? There we go.
big red, yeah.
Big-headed. No, Roger Durain is his name, but he's the big-headed Roger Durain.
Bless you.
I mean, you have been talking up his coffee.
Well, talking up is a strong word. Dissecting, I think,
he
is more
was
accurate.
talking it up. Now he's sus.
Well, quite.
First the one. then the
So
other.
I want to say that so Gray, just to clarify, I'm sure that the shack, the spore shack we said it is basically the coffee grinder, one of the coffee shacks, basically where they store stuff. Granary, like a coffee granary.
Yeah.
Bill?
You in a barista hat.
Oh God. It's medieval Starbucks, and those two words slammed together have just hurt my soul.
I blame
right.
Lizard.
It's Five Walls. That's the name of the brand. Five Walls. After the Five Walls district where this is properly ground.
Sounds good.
Okay, new target to burn to the ground first.
I'm sorry if this is
You
my
already started last night.
if I instigated this, I'm sorry.
No.
No,
This
you
is
just
This is world building, but it's something that Johannes will now hate. I mean, is that not something that's maybe worth a recent check-in of itself, Gray? He's getting curiously. He was uppity about the coffee, and then when he was down about it, the taste started changing. Or have I misunderstood what was being put forward?
Nope, Corey has an idea. You
no.
got a shot.
So you're kind of coming to the end. There was something strange about the coffee. Let's leave it to that for now.
That's fair. Okay. All right. Well, I tell you what, Cord, you can solve the mystery of the coffee on your own time. I'm going to have to head back into the city and link up with the other two if they're not too still pissed off their heads.
Righto. I'll keep an eye on this guy here. I'll keep him plenty company.
You're going to
hope
make
you
him
have
drink
better
the
luck
coffee,
finding
aren't
me
you?
than I had
You
finding you.
monster.
I
was
mean,
going to say questioning doesn't work force feed him the coffee, but yeah.
I am brewing a second thing, so yeah, I may test it on him.
Good.
If this is one of his major exports, I mean, he must be happy to endorse and drink it himself.
That's a powerful silence.
Yeah. He's trying to
We
get
all
the
know,
gag
yeah.
back on.
Oh dear. Well,
Anyway, I don't want
Okay.
in that case.
While
Alright.
Discard's setting that back up, then I'm going to try and smuggle myself back into the city via the aqueduct.
All right. So, recent check from you.
Reasonable. Could I invoke? I'm going to invoke my history of Architect of Outpost 17 here, seeing as this is, the
Yeah.
skill I'm using is for breaking into and out of fortifications.
Yep.
So,
Perfectly reasonable.
reason check coming up, and then D6 for the background, which explodes.
Yep.
Just as well I rolled the background. I'll take the 7.
Yeah, that's plenty enough to get in. You pretty much marked your way in.
Doop.
I recognise that skid mark. Ah.
Yeah, we caused that scorch mark. We only set one pub on fire, after all.
Yes, but I was using it.
Well, yeah.
No, being kicked out wouldn't stop me.
All right.
No, I learned that now.
Brend, what is your plan for the day?
All right. Well, I'm going to be seeing about hooking up with some of the contacts I made last night while drinking, trying to get some organization into this nascent organization that I'm forming here. Unfortunately, I lack the skullduggery required to actually start a thieves guild or any other kind of secret society. So I'm probably going to have to get in touch with one of my allies after I have this, after I have the initial contacts. So probably, I'm thinking maybe a reason check to get in touch with the people who seemed sympathetic to the cause of, hey, let's give up so that the barbarians don't burn the city to the ground and murder and or enslave the populace.
Yeah.
And instead they'll basically just treat it like another band of nobles taking over. And that'll be fine. Maybe the taxes will be up a little bit, but maybe they'll be less. Can't know for sure. And I'm also going to be keeping an eye out for my charismatic ally Cord and or my more sneaky ally Johannes.
Yep.
So unfortunately, I don't have an inspiration for love of magic just yet, so I can't start a secret society. I have everything else I need. I could start a trading company, but that wouldn't really work.
All right.
We're not playing
Again,
Factorio.
could I get a reason roll off you?
Yeah, can do. Can do. If this is for getting in touch with my contacts, would I get to roll my history dice for my underground wrestling ring, since this is definitely an underground kind of society?
Yeah.
Ah, nice. That actually comes in useful for once. Not that I'll need it, but who knows? Maybe it'll explode twice. What was the level on that one? Oh, it's 6 now. Great.
Ooh.
That was not a D8, and it should have been.
No, very
I'll take
strong.
it. 6,
You're
6,
able
5,
to-
5.
Yeah. Contacts abound. They've heard about the ruckus. The barbarians are already in the city. The horde can only be days, if not hours away. Some people are starting to take their families out of the city, out of the town. I keep calling it city. It's not a city, it's a town.
I should thank you guys for not killing anyone who wasn't trying to kill you first. It makes my job so much easier.
You don't actually killed
mean-
anybody. Apart from a few
No.
guards in the
A couple
manor.
of guards.
We
but
knocked
yeah,
out guards in the matter. We killed them as a. No, wait, no, Yarn killed a fucking people.
No, Johannes definitely killed several people. He was in the.
I beat them with a table. Death is still nebulous.
See, they weren't even using real weapons. More a bar brawl than anything.
Lots of shanking going on.
Well, thank you very much.
Just another night in Glasgow, I'm sure.
Hey.
To our Glasgowan viewers,
That's Weegian.
Weegian.
That's
What?
Weegian.
You're a Glaswegian if you're from Glasgow.
Canadian viewers, Discard
Ah.
is not anywhere near the United Kingdom.
You'll have to travel a bit further to go get him.
Give it.
They probably won't have a Newcastle Brown Ale.
I mean, to
Oh,
be fair,
what?
most people wouldn't have a Nuki Brown Ale. It's Nuki Brown Ale.
Oh, God, I knew a guy who drank it all the time. I don't
Did
understand.
he have any teeth left by the time he was 30?
How much
No, but he was about the
formaldehyde?
size of a house.
Fair play.
How much formaldehyde is in this drink?
What, Nuki Brown or your mushroom coffee? The former I can answer, the latter I can't.
Nuki Brown.
Could go either way.
It's not strong on formaldehyde, it's just crap.
Oh, that is a very British thing to brew crap.
Yeah.
All right, your name's going on the list. What is it? Don't tell him, Pike. Thank you. Again, a reference only Gray's going to get, but I'll roll with it.
Nope, I got that one. That was great.
Anyway,
Might not be the original, but that doesn't matter.
Emulation and adaptation are hell of a things.
sincerest form of flattery.
So, yes. So, you found your contacts. General panic and hubbub. How are you going to ferment this?
What yeast are you going to use?
Well, once I've got them, what I want to do is make a secret society, the secret society of open the gates so the barbarians don't burn down the city society. But I don't have the fanaticism for making a secret society. I need an inspiration of 4 or better. So I'm going to have to find one of my allies to be the secret leader of the secret society while I do all the heavy lifting.
So you want to make a
somebody...
not-so-secret society?
Sort of a concealed society.
I mean...
I get the idea. So you're looking to basically set up like a political group, which on the surface is just a bunch of politicians, but actually behind the scenes is actually revolutionary or something to that effect.
A mystery cult, it's called.
Oh, that's
Something
a much
like
better way of
that.
phrasing it. Yeah.
More a group of people who include sufficiencies of the guard so that they can actually accomplish this, whose goal is, hey, it's the barbarians. Open the gates.
So essentially, you just looking for people who are like, you know what, surrender sounds better than fighting.
It's just another group of nobles. They're not going to cause us that much trouble. Not worth dying over, that's for sure. That's my goal. But right now, I need to find one of my allies, which would probably be Johannes. Seeing as Brend has this thing about, I don't go near noblemen.
Finally, something we agree on.
I'm not
I've
going
only just
anywhere
broken into...
close to those people who might have enough know-how to recognize that I'm a filthy wizard and or put death sentences out for me. No, thank you. So would that be just a straight reason roll, Gray?
Yeah,
or
straight reason roll.
Upgrade or anything?
Upgrade 1 because he's looking for you.
Okay, good, because otherwise I would have to hold that 1, and that would be bad.
There you go. A bright blue man is quite easy to spot. You meet at the old district. You see each other across the pathways. Music starts playing as you run into each other's arms. Wait, no.
Fist bump.
I'll settle for a fist bump.
It's an
I
Islander
think
thing.
Gray suddenly slipped into a different sort of writing there in his spare time, but never mind.
He's being influenced by Discard and his what we talked about before the session started. I won't say more.
Oh god.
Shut up, Discard.
What did we talk about?
Perfect answer. Perfect answer. All right. So, Johannes, listen, I've got the formation of a group of guys, but I need someone to put some fire in their hearts. You think you can inspire these various townsfolk and militia to actually open the gates when the barbarians show up, so they don't burn down the city?
I'm going to be frank. I could see that happening in one of 2 ways. One, you actually want me to talk to these people directly, which, best will in the world. I could give it a damn good try, but I'm not exactly trained in that sort of thing. Or, you want me to go around causing havoc and chaos so that your solution looks like the more reasonable.
Great.
I'm a lot
Both of
better
those
at
be
that.
acceptable?
Sorry?
Really, what we're looking for is a figurehead to occasionally say, "I agree with what the guy in the pointy hat is saying."
Have you found... Okay, I'm going to assume you've been drinking your way through a significant chunk of, say, the mercantile class while we've been away, right? Have you just found like a rich merchant who's maybe kind of popular enough to shove into the chair?
Gray, would that be hearts or charisma?
Probably hearts for this one. Because you're trying to stir them.
I will use my racial power to reduce the doom by 1.
Yep, you make it.
It is a doom 4, right?
Doom 4,
Okay,
yeah.
good. I don't know any. Wait a second. Nah, Philip McMerchant. I bet he's a merchant. He just wasn't telling anybody.
Or he was too pissed to remember.
Yeah, potato, potato.
So here's my thought.
Yeah,
You put him
know
in as the
guy.
figurehead.
Actually got a meeting with him later today. We're going to talk about something.
Well, okay. You put him as a figurehead. That's step 1, right? Because then you've got
True.
somebody who just does the whole rah rah, people like me and I'm agreeing with you, right?
Yeah. Good work. That could work.
Our friend has currently got our kind of friend out the way, so we don't have to worry about him coming back.
Measures, yeah.
Sorry, I talked over you there. Say what you said again.
No, I was agreeing with you.
Okay. My other thought is, have you seen hide nor hair of our wonderful masked friend recently?
Arn? No, no sign of him since you guys went off to the party.
Yeah,
Guessing that went about as well as I expected it to. What with the ruckus last night?
Yeah, well, in all fairness, he's a social chameleon. He may have a better job with it. I'll tell you what. You're speaking to this guy later today. You get that set up. I'll see if I can. Well, I'll see if I can find out where Arn's gone off to and link up with the 3 of us.
Sounds good. So here's the way I've been spinning it, by the way, to get the guys to open the gates, and I'll go over my basic plan of, convincing people giving up is the very easy option, and the other option is very difficult.
Yep, that tracks.
Seems workable. I mean, people don't know much about barbarians.
That's workable. And the other angle might be, this is me spitballing here, you could shoot this idea down if it isn't going to work, but if we use you as like the more favourable option, you and your merchant putting in as the flagship, a little bit of public panic about the barbarians being at the gates might kind of help.
But the thing is, I don't want to spring the plan too early. The worst thing we could possibly do is show our hand, open the gates, no one's there.
True. But that's only if we open the city gates. If we cause a little bit of panic outside of town, they'll come to the city. They'll bring in more tall tales about the barbarians coming. They won't actually be there. These will just be folk we're driving in from, say, the outer farms.
Oh, yeah, that would be
But
great. It's causing trouble outside. Perfect.
Yeah, we bring more people who are scared into the city,
Mm-hmm.
boosts what you're saying.
Mm-hmm.
So, this is, okay, job 1 for me is go and talk to Arn, but job 2, if you can handle the whole secret society deal, I'm going to head off out to the outskirts after that and cause some mischief there.
Sounds like an excellent plan. Make sure to, if you get a chance to, make sure to mention to whoever you let live, it could have been much worse. You could have been like those other guys who actually killed one of us. None of them are ever going to be seen again. Stuff like that. I don't need to tell you this, but
No. I get the idea, but trust me, I've done this before. All right. Sounds good. In a pinch, if we need to speak again, do you have somewhere safe where we can talk?
I know a couple of mushroom farmers. I can, some shipping guys who talk to the mushroom farmers, rather. There's a pub in Westward they like to frequent. They were only in here because it was the festival kind of a thing.
Grand, that'll do. All right. If anything goes wrong, then we can link up in Westward and chat there.
Yep, just talk to this guy, that guy, or this other guy. They'll get word.
Good. All right. Best of luck chatting up your merchant friend.
Mm-hmm.
Cheers. All right, Gray.
Yep.
My other job for the day then is, okay. I obviously don't actually know where Arn's gone off to yet, so the rest of my first day, to be honest, is just going to be sort of canvassing and sort of, if I can just generally hear of some chat of someone new in town and see if I can just sort of spot. Arn wears a mask with the best will in the world. I'd like to think someone from out of town who wears a mask is going to be at least talked about in some way, even in a good way. So I'm just gathering information.
Are the masks just your normal accoutrement of bureaucrats?
I didn't think
Kabuki
they
crafts?
were,
I mean,
I'll accept the law correction on that if I'm wrong.
if most bureaucrats are, if many or more bureaucrats are actually are wraiths type, but that's up to Arn to discern.
Yeah, true. What are you? What's your take on?
Well, I was just going with lore that white should be mysterious and scary. So maybe each individual white does it in their own way, or maybe the master uniform could go either way, really.
'Cause I just thought the bureaucracy was full of rights.
No, it's
Yes,
sort of
it
that.
is.
Okay, so would it be not unheard of then that white bureaucrats would be generally trying to conceal their identity in some way, but not always with masks? Or is that a fair take on?
I mean,
Yep.
the
They're
hidden
very mysterious figures, and you can never quite tell who one is from month to month or year to year.
the hidden
Okay.
bureaucrat's always much more frightening than the known bureaucrat.
Okay, so that's at least enough for Johannes to work with the rest of the day. Then he could just sort of see if ear to the ground, keep an eye peeled for any new bureaucrat. Well, I don't think he actually necessarily knows what you are. He knows you're not human anymore, thanks to what happened in the manor, but bureaucrats.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Arn, for his part, towards the end of the day, he goes to the central distribution of the mail cubby, and he's putting in completed forms, notice of professional enmity, seeking preparations to engage in a feud, and he's just putting them in the cubbies of the people he considers the most likely to become leaders, and he's made like a ring of them, so everyone is accusing somebody else of starting a feud.
I like it.
Yep.
It's hard to be stabbed in the back when you're turning in a circle to stab the person in front of you.
Right. They need a roll for that. Oh. Yep. Despite a strong roll, you're able to make it look like even the people who are kind of cottoning on to what's going on are quickly isolated as, oh, they're just trying to like cover up for this. Yeah, there's increased amounts of infighting. Obviously, it isn't the best thing for them at the moment.
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to accomplish on?
No, not really. He's just trying to keep the pots boiling and making sure nobody organizes around a central leader.
Yeah, it's definitely stopping that from happening. Like suddenly, like the Duke is dead. Long live the Duke. But, which bureaucrat is going to take over after the loss of the Duke?
Well, it's a tricky question, isn't it? Because as we know, two wrongs don't make a white. But
Whenever there's a chance, when there's a matter of succession, it is when people become their most primal. Who gets to inherit? Who gets mom's fine china?
If I had 1,000 more gold, I could raise an armed society, an armed legion. Oh well.
Curse being poor.
If
Well, no, I
anyone,
spent 50 gold in the tavern. 1,050 more gold. Darn.
on the bright side,
So-
you've made that a very populous tavern.
what? So it's a. Would it be a reason, Gray, to slowly be brewing the variation of a spore, a spore espresso?
Fantastic sentence.
What?
No, it's
That's just a
perfectly
very
right.
enjoyable
I just
sentence.
say it's a fantastic sentence. Sport Express, though.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dang it. Is it reason roll?
yeah. I think a reason roll's realistic.
You know what? I don't need that mood. This is for. I am brewing it. You know what? No, I need to. I'll use another one of my inspirations just to make sure I have that one. This is something that my old papa passed to me back before he mysteriously vanished. Does it beat 4? Is 4 the is it 3 or 4 for Doom Gray?
No,
Oh,
twos
the
are
outside.
opposed.
Okay.
I don't think he's going to throw in another D4. Oh, no.
I slowly bring the water to a boil, looking him dead in the eye as I make sure the precedent proper 14 psi as the slow stream of frothy golden brown comes through.
Yeah.
It's great coffee.
Yes, no. This is there is a point in time when you're making espresso where you get they're not a golden brown, a white silver froth comes down because coffee is typically a good creme. A creme from espresso is typically a lighter brown color versus how usually a coffee is a dark black. This is kind of like the same thing, but where it's gray normally. This right here is a nice rich silver. Would you like something to drink, Mr. Durain?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you
Had
sure
plenty
this
to
is
drink last night.
lovely?
No,
You must be parched from all the occurrences that happened.
I'm fine.
Uh,
I'm fine.
I put the espresso under his lips. I do say drink, unless you wish to tell me why you don't want to drink.
All right. Do get a D8 on this. 2 ain't gonna help.
Was that his heart die?
Yeah. What he critted on last time. No. Don't make me drink it. Don't make me drink it.
Oh, is there a reason why you don't want to drink the creme of your crop?
I don't know how it's affect with the other one.
The what?
The other one.
What'd you say, Greg?
I don't know how it'll affect the other one.
The other one what?
Oh my.
The other mushroom.
The other mushroom? What are you dying me, Serpentis? Are you telling me this may come into conflict with another mushroom, sir?
Yeah.
Is this
He's like actually pulling back from it.
I will swivel it. I will swivel it. I will swivel it menacingly as I am menacing this man with coffee.
It's not what I expected to be today, but
Menacing coffee.
it's certainly when I changed the name of the episode.
Look, all the espresso shorts I keep getting on YouTube, it has to be worth for something, all right?
Oh dear.
For people who have large, like $500 machines that have custom grinders and presses, with if I only had a steamer to froth my milk to add to this.
For all those people, this episode apparently is for you. Go fig.
Excuse me, good sir. I am a master at ad lib.
All right. He is pretty terrified at this point.
Is there something you don't want known, good sir? Something you would essentially foment a rebellion against a rebellion to see? Something you don't want to let get out?
Oh, this is gonna have to be another moles check.
Do you want me to roll mine versus his?
No, this is personal for him.
Okay.
8, Is it comma roll? Roll 2 at once?
Just roll. Just say roll one. Just roll. Just roll it. Just type roll one die. Roll another die. Slash roll. Slash roll. If you want to roll 2 die at one.
Slash roll,
Two
slash
die.
roll.
Slash roll that 1d whatever, and then
Oh,
slash
yeah, I
roll
put
again.
the slash in the wrong place. That's why. Okay.
The coffee collaborator.
It'd be a good history for this bloke. I'm just saying.
Ooh.
Ah, god dang it! This
Oh,
is
no.
this is something this man is going to take to his grave, isn't it?
Apparently
Ooh.
so. Yeah.
Apparently.
He kind of like he's looking around. He's looking around, and then before you can react, he lunges forwards and takes like a massive gulp of the coffee, and then he kind of sits back, and for a few seconds it's fine, but then you kind of just see kind of like froth at his mouth, and his eyes roll back, and
Why?
he starts to vibrate, and he's just like the last words are the Empire. Oh, I said it.
And then then a shroom formed from his mouth.
Well, I was actually more about to say, make me a dexterity roll.
Oh, great quickness! My one true beloved. 3?
No, it's not going to be the.
If it's up against the Doom, I can invoke my racial ability to reduce
You-
the Doom for him
Yes.
for one scene.
Do you want to before he explodes?
It sounds like you're about to get into something serious, so yes, I'm prepared to lower your Doom for the rest of this scene by 1.
Thank you. 3K meets it. Gray.
Yep, you meet it. You manage to, like, you just see him kind of getting like puffy, and some sixth sense makes you dive for the door, which you kind of slam through just as kind of he explodes, and like spores go in every direction, and this entire hut, it's like flower, like someone drops a bag of flowers, something like that. Just where this man was, it's just like.
Oh, I was so wrong. I thought this was Soylent Green jokes the whole time you were setting up, but no, you bastard. You've gone for coffee flavoured The Last of Us. This is just the clickers, but espresso, isn't it?
As someone once said, if you're going to steal from the best.
You know what? Fair. Yeah.
I'm taking it my own way, but there is some of that going in it.
Just stare. Cord stares and gape at awe, like, my god.
So Johannes, somewhere in the middle of this, just feels a slight twinge as his instructions have been disobeyed.
All right,
Ugh.
Johannes, Brent, can you make me a reason roll?
Theoretically,
No.
I'm gonna roll the explosion on that.
I say that guy is twice critted at the perfect time.
He has, hasn't he? Yeah.
Yes,
No, I'll
he
take
really
the roll
has.
then.
That's the wonders of drama, I guess,
Yeah.
right?
Great.
Yeah.
I'll spend a mood for that. That's an 8, not a 2.
You just
Will a 4 pass?
Yes.
Okay, in that case.
You'll notice that there's suddenly a mushroom cloud on the horizon. Pun 100% intended.
Hey.
And this has been noted by the guards. And a strong contingent is being formed at the gate to go out and start searching.
I told
sir.
that damnable stuck-up idiot to not do anything until I got back.
look. I didn't know he was going to fucking. He was going to. He was going to. He was going to. No, I'm not saying it. That's a bad joke. I'm sorry. I was not. No, I'm not going to say he creamed himself to death.
Hey.
Thank you for not.
I'm glad I didn't.
So,
Would have been horrible.
mushroom cloud.
Yeah.
God, literally.
Literally.
Shit. Somewhere in the direction of. I presume I'm going to know that's somewhere roughly in the direction
Yes,
of the,
you
of
know
the
this
safe
is where
house.
you. Oh, where did I leave cord? Which directly
Oh.
underneath where that giant mushroom cloud is coming from?
Oh, yeah.
Or-
Okay.
Cord is holding his face mask, freaking his spore mask close to his face.
Okey-dokey.
Yes.
All right.
And
That
trying
was going to
not
be my
to
next
breathe.
thing. Would be can Cord give me a strength check with
Well, I guess I
downgrade?
with a downgrade. Is this a new scene where I can use a different?
No, it's the same scene for you.
Okay, so it is downgraded, but can I? Is it? I do. So I have used 2 inspirations. Is this the same scene? Well, I'm saying for the team of inspirations. Can I? Can I use? Huh?
I'm sorry, I
Oh,
just got a cough. Carry on.
I was just looking for. I was looking through what I could use for holding my breath. But yeah. So you're saying with a downgrade, right, Gray?
Yeah.
So I only need to beat a 3, but I might need a move. Yep, nope, 3 makes it. Thank God. Thank you, Johannes.
You're welcome. I'm still going to beat you up for this.
As Cord, flails him, holds his spore mass, which what he used when he picked up in while going into the spore into the spore silo, which I'm sure that place was. As just holding it to his face as he flails through the massive cloud. To not inhale deeply.
Yeah. But you make it. Somehow you feel like you've kept a strong enough seal on your mask. You're glad you went for the P2 version, not the P1.
Oh yeah, thank God. Thank God. Thank God whomever left this very convenient mask next to the thing is actually a proper good make and model. As I flail my way out from the spore cloud. And do I hear hutching and hopping and the hobnails of boots on the horizon, Gray?
Not yet, no.
Well, I'm going to make myself scarce from this scenario, from this location.
Probably a good idea.
What kind of roll would that? Would there be a roll of any kind, or was this something that's happening?
Probably just a reason roll. But you
Okay.
can have an upgrade on that.
Okay, let me
Just as well, roll a 1. Because you've
can
got
I-
time. Yeah.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to use my hunter's instincts because they as one would say, trying to make sure you're not the hunted is one that makes you think of being a hunter. So 1d4. 2. Nope.
Now you will hear the
disoriented.
hobno beats coming.
Yep, I'm disoriented.
Yeah. You can't see anything from it's basically the entire area is now foggy.
Give me a second. I want to I have a mass type I kind of want to pull in for this what the guards probably are marching forth with this. Gray, is it possible? It kind of makes sense for that PPE mask you had beforehand on the last session.
Yeah.
What if we had could you renaissance up this image?
Possibly.
The guy on the left more than the guy on the right.
Yeah. I'll give it a go at some point.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you've got a full squad of soldiers coming towards you.
Like too many, right?
Yeah, we've got like a full 10.
A full 10.
Yeah.
Well,
Oh no.
time to make it like Bandito and flee.
Diddle-diddle-da.
As I am going to run from Silver Cliff around to Ivybrook. Go forth, cord of the wood of the watershed cord. They first must catch you.
All right, the chase mode begins. All right. There's a group on your tail, and they're keeping pace with you at the moment.
Well, I'm going to have to push it.
Yeah.
I'm going to use that last mood I have to push it. Do I get any mood from the previous scenes? By the way, no, I don't. Okay, we're keeping pace.
Yeah.
Did I get any mood from the previous scenes though, Gray? Just to say, would you say? Would I get mood for having minutes that mad?
Yeah, get a mood back. I'll feel generous. You're in enough trouble as it is.
Yes. You know, I'm gonna need to pick up a history or something of just being a Hussein Bolter or something.
Yeah.
I keep getting chased.
All right.
Mhm.
So, yep, you stay at range. So, next round, they're going to push it.
I'm also gonna push it.
Yeah, they fail. You make it
5, yeah.
because it's +1 difficulty for pushing it. You've got a bit of range on them.
I have. Well, yes. I'm currently in full. I'm getting away from Spore Cloud sprint.
Yeah.
Arm, chest out, arms pumping, legs moving. I'm not even touching the ground. I'm merely being launched one by one stride at a time.
And again, yeah, you've made it at this point.
Yes, I run. I run and I run. I see an open. I see an open window, and when I get to Ivory Brooks and dive through before they round the corner, I land in a bedroom, flip over, land on a bed, grab a rose, put it between my teeth, and say hello, ma'am.
And of course,
I use that mood I got just so I crit that scene.
All right, so what was going to be an ugly old hag suddenly turns into a beautiful young woman.
Even if it's an ugly old hag, I will be like, hello. Yes.
But whoever they are, it's the best day of their life for a long time. And they will immediately walk up and slam the doors shut and then turn. And then we'll fade out on that. Court's going to be
Busy,
undercover for a
I
little
guess.
while.
Yes, undercovers.
All right. Back to the city. So there's a bit more chaos going on outside now. You know, the guards who had nothing to do suddenly have something to do. Who would like to do something?
Well, I've got to look up my merchant buddy. Hopefully, a buddy anyway. Get the secret society train rolling.
Okay. Well, so your previous roles you can find him fairly easily.
Yeah, I didn't expect to have any trouble finding the guy who I'm intending to be meeting up with later today.
Yeah.
The lesser known hill. Well played. I'm going to say he's in the old district. Not
Yeah.
the big building, but this one right here.
Yep, that's fine.
In fact, let's give him some text, just because we can.
Sounds good. Do you want a name?
I mean, if you want to. He's just the merchant for now.
Yeah, the merchant. Yeah, I suppose that's a code name. It's Cotto, isn't it?
At least that's what he's known as in the society. Assuming we get this off the ground, you know.
Yeah. Talk to the merchant.
Mm-hmm.
Diddle-dee.
So I will be trying to convince him to become the figurehead of this of the secret society. I know he's already sympathetic to our cause, but this is going to involve him basically being the fall guy if things go south. Assuming he can't pin it all, on me and the other ringleaders. There we go. Wish I could change that. So, Gray, do I need to roll to convince this guy? Does it just happen? Should I spend money?
You've probably convinced, but you can have an upgrade on the convincing because you've already laid the ground rules.
Sounds good. What size was my charisma again? Upgrades are so inconvenient because I have to look at numbers. 8s. All right, charisma roll.
Nice. Yes. He's properly convinced. Yeah, he's
Very
willing
nice.
to take a chance of getting themselves put well up on the kind of the setup here.
Phenomenal. I'm gonna make a reason check to see if he might have that coughing illness as the other guy. Nope.
No.
He looks fine to me. Could have horrible sickness. Impossible to tell. All right, so I will invest the 500 coins, and then the scope is 1 because it's just in the city, and I'm thinking probably gonna throw 443 for Secret Society. Where were those again? Oh yeah, 4 force, 4 efficiency, 3 shadow, 2 arcana. Don't need arcana. And I'll just write that down on my character sheet.
I have to share this one because apparently, like when I said mushroom cloud, it was a little bit
It was a little bit
kind of a bit literal with that.
where'd it go? Where is it at?
I mean, it's fitting for the context. I'll give you that.
Yeah,
I can hear the Mario music. It's perfect.
Bass boosted.
that one as well.
You know what we're talking about magic here, so you know what, the
Yeah.
second one sounds
Second
a lot.
one's great. I think we'll go with the second one. The first one though I had to share because that when you say mushroom cloud, so I'll put that down that corner.
So so you're telling when 2 mushrooms meet that explodes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apparently.
Yeah, you were on the edge of like speeding up the plot massively there, as you
And
may
then
guess. And then he
and then
critted his way through it again.
I did. This is twice this happened to me where I'm on the cusp of. You know what? It's like any other good storytelling where you're just about to have the thing, and then it's like, no, I can for the Empire, and this murder dies.
Yeah.
I mean, credit where credit is due. You're eliminating people who might be interfering with us later by making them eliminate themselves. One could call that efficient.
All right, so yes, the merchant is on side.
Nice.
He's willing to take his place in this thing. Of course, he needs to know how much of the guard is on side, because that's going to be the hard part. The guard's guard, and the gates, opening the gates, will either mean taking on the guard with poorly armed soldiers, or having like a properly select group on a single gate. So,
Hang on just
what are you
a
going to tell him?
second. We have quite a big chunk of the guard already on our side. Enough for at least 1 gatehouse, maybe 2.
Yeah, you actually do have a lot of the guard on side.
That was the whole point.
You just need to get their shift lined up so there's not just them on one gate.
And that is probably going to be an efficiency roll.
Yeah. Or something that somebody who's doing like bookkeeping could do.
Could be Shadow, but we're much better at efficiency than Shadow. Shadow is, of course, the sneaking around aspects of organization. Efficiency is the how fast can you accomplish a task.
These are actual parts of the book.
Yeah, these are actual things in the book, page 118 and on.
Huh.
As soon as I realized I needed to open the gates, I've been looking this up and saying, okay, here's the groundwork I need to lay. The best part is once I get my my passions up high enough level. Oh yeah, that was a full scene of doing awesome magic. Great, I'm upgrading my love of magic to 2 now.
Okay. Right, Johannes, what you up to?
Well, the original game plan had been to go and try and make contact with Arn, but unfortunately the giant fucking mushroom cloud in the vicinity of where I left Arn not Cord 5 minutes kind of refocuses the priority. I mean, in fairness, giant mushroom cloud is going to basically achieve what I was setting out to do, which was to cause an exodus of people into the city who are scared about barbarians. Because they might blame the barbarians for this, I don't know. But I need to go and find Cord. So I'm going to have to try and sneak out the city and head out through. I can't quite read the full territory title because the mushroom cloud's over it, but
Silvercliff.
Silvercliff, yeah. I'm going to head back out through Silvercliff and link up with Cord again. Both A, to tell him what the plan is, and B, to make sure he has mushroom nuked.
He's not
Well,
dead.
Actually,
Yeah.
hang on a second. Gray, just to double check, we came from the east, right?
Yeah.
The barbarian horde, so they'd be coming from Ivy Rook direction. So it would probably be best to raise rabble around that way. I hadn't thought about that before.
That's a fair point. I must confess, first priority for me is to make sure Cord's actually still alive, considering what the hell's just happened. Then I will go rabble rouse, but you are right. I will readjust once I've actually gotten out of whatever the hell he's actually done.
I could ask my contacts in the guard if they managed to find out what happened with the mushroom cloud, whether it was some horrible sabotage going on, or just does that happen often?
Yeah, we can roll. What are you thinking? We'll nip back to Arn. Arn,
Okay.
new waves of panic.
Good old.
What do we do about the giant mushroom cloud?
Well, Arn will suggest that obviously the one single leader should come up with the plan.
Of course. Who's that?
He just shrugs and walks off.
Beautiful.
I like
All
it.
right. Do I have in the race? Okay. So we've got Abadus Anastius. That's a name and a half.
What?
And we got a couple. I'm picking a couple of front runners. And where's my next Wraith? Zoe Diogenes. These are the two who are attempting to raise themselves to the top. I don't know why this has got a comma in between the names instead of a space. I must have messed my formatting up somewhere for that one. Alright, so Boris is crabby. And generally, getting on with his work. Zoe is very truthful, but also ambiguous at the same time. But Arn's been around long enough to see these two people in action. And they'll immediately start forming their own factions. Because, at this point, they pretty much assume the city's under attack, probably magical.
Also, they may or may not know what that mushroom crown may signify.
Mm.
Okay. So, let's
And
see.
whoever came off the worst in that, Arn will reassure them with a cheerful jest.
Right, so Bardus is being known as an unsystematic person, which in the bureaucracy, is quickly outmaneuvered by the compliant Zoe. And she seems to be moving quite quickly to take command and restore order. But you've managed to talk him out. He's not going to give up. He's a crabby old man. He's going to make his move. But what can I do? How can I stop her?
Well, I heard that there's an Imperial Legion coming down the road. If you take your forces and go talk to them, and it's them that you're the rightful mayor of this place, then obviously they'll back you.
My forces? Take some of the guard?
Yeah, you have to make a show of strength, right?
Yeah, I suppose I can't travel unprotected. Right, make me a
Right.
charisma roll. Ooh,
I'm
close.
gonna set the mood on that.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a legion coming. I can bring them back. We can reinforce the city. And the guards won't be able to hold for long, but yeah.
Exactly.
But it's too
They're
dangerous out
traveling
there.
from the west, I heard, so march that way.
Yes. Yeah. I'll take a third of the troops. That sound about right?
Oh, as many as you can.
May as well can, yeah, because obviously, the barbarians are attacking. Some sort of magical attack. I can only assume that was a miss. Who knows what will happen next?
Yeah, exactly. Can't be too careful.
All right, come. And he's up and he's kind of moving, but Zoe's going to see that him start shouting orders to guards, and immediately she's going to start moving to stop him. You, what you doing? We need every man we've got. He's just going. Yeah, that's with the edge now. He's going to answer back. That we've got to find the Legion. We've got to get proper troops here, an actual military commander. If you take anyone out of the city, we'll just leaving it for us. And we had this tense standoff now. Two bureaucrats shouting at each other.
Got enough about my day job.
Yeah, and well, somehow mysteriously, one of their guardsmen just falls over dead with a dagger in his back.
Oh, make me a quickness roll for that. Anything you want to add?
You have any inspirations?
Any inspirations, reputations?
Yeah, let's see. Shame upon the proud. That's a heart die is a bonus die. Doesn't do any better. So
You might be able to use Fall of the Corrupt.
well, that would just be a D4 on.
Yeah, but it could explode. You only need a 4. Oh.
Nope.
Mood?
Nah. I'm fine with failing. So, yeah.
Fair enough.
Seems like Arn just he stabbed through his own cloak, so now he's pinned to the fallen guard.
What's going on here?
Like he tries to run off, and he just dragging this the lifeless corpse of the guard behind him.
Tuesday.
Yeah, we've all been.
We've all been there. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Bless you.
Sorry.
All right. So there's gonna be immediate calls for guards now. I'm just gonna have to check a little check here. Does Bardus take this opportunity? Oh yeah. He's gonna take the opportunity to sneak away. So while Zoe's Diogenes is after you, Bardus is gonna step away and take whatever troops he can get. But now Arn is pretty much unmasked and being hunted through the manor.
Yep, he's doing swashbuckling daredevil moves to just try to run away.
All right. JC number 2 for the night.
Da-da-da-da.
So, are you going to push it?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Or you make it easily. Let's see what the guards do. The guards were just normal, but now the guards have to push it because they're losing you. Oh, and the guards fail? Yeah. And
Yep,
another attempt. Oh, the guards make it on the second attempt. So do you. Ooh. And the guards fail on the third. So if you can make this, you're home free, and you make it. Yeah, you've been in this manner like a day now. You pretty much learned the ins and outs, and you're easily just able to snip off and just join a group of people writing some missives. No one looks at a bureaucrat writing.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, Johannes.
Okie dokie. In that case, Core doesn't manage to sort myself out. I'm going to head out towards Ivy Rook.
Yep.
And without wishing to go into too many unpleasant details on a public broadcast, Johannes is looking for outlying sort of farms and sort of just places where
Curtains
there
may
aren't a
be
lot of people
drawn
around.
where you wouldn't expect them.
Yeah. And where, if a corn, sorry, this is the bloody empire, where if a mushroom field suddenly was set ablaze and the farm inhabitants were sent towards the city with tales of woe from a barbarian, one would get the idea. So,
Do you hear
Actually,
rumors about? Do you hear
no,
rumors?
I've
of
had a terrible
Sorry.
idea. I've had a terrible, terrible idea, but I'm going to run with it anyway. These mushrooms.
Yeah.
I've gotten enough out of Cord from that conversation with Cord and the Noble, and presumably the giant nuke went off, that these mushrooms are magical. I'm going to conduct a random test and see which of them burn blue. And I'm going to use that as a signature for the attacks to sort of, drive up more fear and confusion.
All right.
So, well, magic is my absolute best stats. Let's hope this isn't magic. Anyway, what do you want out of me?
So I'm trying to think. Probably a reason check, realistically.
Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'd like to evoke the Blade Operative history on this, and actually, arguably, I've also got the Thrill of the Kill inspiration as well. So,
Yeah.
All right. First of all, reason. And then the inspiration. Wow. And then, remind me how inspirations tie into this again? I don't use them very often, sorry.
You just roll your heart dice.
Gotcha. Okay.
Apparently mushrooms
Dice.
don't burn very well.
You know what? Fair enough.
You're
Over.
You're in a field trying to set fire to some mushrooms in moist soil.
Really, if you want a summary of the situation, that's actually pretty apt. Yeah. All right, if that's failed, then we're just going to skip ahead and go to the actual rabble-rousing part.
Mm-hmm.
No signature, but we'll make it work.
All right. We'll say Arn can escape the manor on his own time.
Are we in the same area now, Johannes? Or
Johannes and you are, yes.
Okay.
If you want to leave the building whenever you want narratively, you can.
I will. Cord will see Johannes walking by and go psst, psst.
Well, either a tree's sprung a leak or it's you again.
Come on in here. We have a good bridge game going. Auntie Ethel, Auntie Myrtle, and Myrtle Auntie is here, and they're taking me to the cleaners.
Okay, just as a matter of record, if the three aunties are cleaning you out, I'm not paying off your gamble. But I'll at least play. So
I need my thirds. I need a third shirt because I've been putting new ones on. They keep taking them off me.
Okay. I was halfway at the door, back out the door.
It's gone forever.
Core grabs you, pulls you in.
The third chase of the
Yoink!
Quickness to resist. God
Yoink,
damn it! These
yoink, you're joining the bridge game. You're taking northwest.
So, for the record, was this just something you were saying to draw me in, or are there actually 3 like aunties beating you bridge here?
There are now.
There are now. What do you think? What do you think I was doing to lay low?
They got a pile of these globes. Apparently it's Spirit Bridge.
Well, most of them are their husbands / ex-husbands. They've just been modeling me this entire time.
Okay, good to know that. Actually, yeah, no, okay, fair enough. At this point, I can entirely believe it.
Yes. Yes.
We had a friend who I thought was tagging along with you. Did he not join you in this bridge party?
He exploded.
What?
He blew up. A horrible gesture out the window to the dissipating clouds still high in the atmosphere.
Okay. Johannes is just going to sort of take a second, tut, nod, and then throw a punch at you.
You know, I'm not dodging that. They'll take it. I'll take one down.
For the love of the gods! I literally left you alone for a day. And you're telling me that that happened?
Oh wait, no, that wasn't just D6. No, I'm still losing at bridge. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Maybe next time we do one of these little, let's go off and have a little friendship moment in the wilderness, I need to set the terms better. But I'm just going to lay this one down now. When I say keep an eye on a friend of ours, I don't mean turn him into whatever the flaming hells that is, okay?
I know what? I didn't. It just turns out he did it to himself.
This is either an incredibly shitty excuse or you're going to have to elaborate real hard.
These are wonderful. These are wonderful sandwiches, Marshall. You mind if I do take my friend to the back corner for a moment? He seems to be having a bit of hysterics.
Yes.
Of course,
A sandwich and some whiskey would be lovely.
Thank you. You're a lovely host.
Yes. Thank you for putting up with my friend here. I'm just going to step out the back.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you know how he was leery about the mushrooms?
Yes.
So I may have made a hard concentrated distillation of the mushroom thing. I made essentially a mushroom espresso, and I was menacing it with him directly as he was sweating bullets and trying to get information out of him about what the heck was going on, what the whole heck that was about. Next thing I know, he gets a flash of mania in his eye, basically grabs the drink out of my hand with his mouth alone, downs it in one go, and shouts for the Emperor and explodes.
Okay.
Clearly, it was something he was willing to die for.
Clearly, that part I totally track. Yeah. So, are you sure that just checking?
Yes.
Okay. Are you telling me that we've been drinking this coffee and there's been admittedly you made a concentrated form, but are you telling me that every time we've had a cup of this mushroom coffee, there's a non-zero chance we could have spontaneously exploded?
If he said it would work, if it gets counteracting with a separate mushroom type, which he had in his system, so they did not know how they would combine.
Okay, no, that's an incredibly important detail. Thank you. Right. Okay. So you nearly rumbled him, and he decided suicide by coffee was the right call. That's good to know in one sense of the word. I'm guessing that our little safe house is no longer there. Yeah?
It's no longer a house. It's currently a stock.
Yep. Okay. Right. In which case, I'm going to say you have a fun old time with little Auntie Ethel's, I'm going to go and legitimately for the cause kill people. The fact that it's going to de-stress me for what you just told me is completely a happenstance.
You sure you don't need
And it
anything else? These
might-
ladies have been taking me to the cleaners. I fear for my chastity.
Thing one.
Yes.
Thing one. There is a
Yes.
certain train of argument that runs that this could be considered cosmic karma for not making sure that our man didn't blow himself up. Thing two. You're a chosen one of a barbarian horde. I don't know a lot of barbarian stories, but don't most of them tend to end in sort of, shirt ripping, chest thumping, manly romance that sort of happens around campfires and that kind of thing? I mean, isn't this almost
Or
literally
waves in the
your
corner.
forte?
I wave back slowly to Ethel. Yes, but
So
I'm afraid of these women. Desperately afraid. Look at them. They're very, very thirsty.
then
One of them
offer
takes
a
a sip
cup
of mushroom wine.
and then offer them a sip of mushroom coffee. I understand that around these parts that could be considered a whole host of things, ranging from come on to a final word. Just make sure you don't make it that spicy this time.
Don't think what that was, sir. Ethel, my friend's here. He says he needs me for work and everything. The job is very, very desperate.
Actually, no, sorry, the slight misunderstanding. I've got this under control. It turns out that my man is far more competent than I thought. I'm going to leave him to your happy ministrations.
He's very,
I will roll against you on this.
he is very, you know what? He's very
Ha!
ashamed of this.
Ha-ha! And I'm going to clap you on the back, and I'm walking away from this.
I use it as inspiration of the terror break. This man needs a lot of hell. God dang!
Well, I'm afraid we can't let
And
either
I
of you leave.
And I'm just going to clap him on the back,
Well,
shut the door behind him.
What was
and
that,
walk-
Gray?
We're afraid you can't let either of you leave.
Oh,
What?
Well, we heard you. We heard you talk about the explosion. Doris has
Okay.
already signalled the guard, and they are probably surrounding the building as we speak.
Okay.
That's what that 5 was a while back, by the
Yeah.
way.
Yeah.
You said it out loud in front of them.
Yeah, unfortunately, I twigged that was the wrong thing, but it was a little too late to really walk that one back.
I understand. You know what? Your hospitality has been lovely, ladies. I hope you don't mind the new door. I'm going to use my last mood and go through the.
I
go
like
through
the way you
wall.
think, though.
You try and cool Wade, man, and the wall's a bit stronger than you.
No, the wall is not stronger than me. I am stronger than the wall. I used my last mood. I am going through this mud hut wall like it's
Okay.
You see a cord shaped hole in the wall now.
Well, I hate to say it, but this is kind of feeding into what I was planning to do anyway. You're making a door, I'm making a scene. Gray, with the best will in the world, these are 3 old ladies, and yeah.
Yeah.
Don't. Okay.
No. You make a scene by doing one thing. I'm an assassin. At the end of the day, this is what I'm here for. You're building a chosen one character. I'm building someone who causes fear. This is what
Okay.
I'm doing.
Okay. Well, anyway.
Besides which, little Auntie Dot and her guards are just outside anyway, so we're not going to have that much time before I catch up.
Well, I lock eyes with the guards. We both know what we're here for. Let us begin again. God damn it.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. We need to stop the cord and Johannes' excellent adventure.
Yeah.
It's not going well.
Well, we'll come back to you. Brent, you're having a much better time today.
Well, yeah, I didn't offer anyone coffee.
Sorry.
It's fine. This is just going to amazing places today.
Why is everyone everyone in the Empire is surprisingly loyal?
I don't know.
Because you didn't get them drunk first. If you want to lower somebody's inhibitions against rebelling against their evil empire, first you add the booze.
really annoying part is that actually evidence is on his side in this particular circumstance.
The yakety sax has never stopped playing. It just gets quieter and louder as the day goes on.
Right, so what's your plan now?
I'm going to continue trying to suborn more militia. In fact,
Okay.
if possible, I could recruit a unit of town militia. I have 1,000 coin to spend.
Definitely quite at that stage because they're still,
Yeah, I didn't think we had enough scope for that yet.
yeah, it's not quite that much time.
So really what I want to do is increase the scope of my organization to the point where we can maybe open all 3 gates.
Yeah.
I assume you've looked up the organization characteristics by this time.
Yes.
Good. So that's my goal. I really don't have any idea how mechanically to go about accomplishing this.
Yeah.
In game, I'm probably just going to hit the other militia bar. The one on the other side of town.
Yeah.
Probably the one in 5 walls, which is why I was in 5 walls.
Mm.
I'm assuming I started in the towers because that's the gate that's, closer to where the horde comes from.
Yeah.
Obviously high priority.
I need more quickness die. I really do.
You keep running away from your problems instead of getting the problems drunk and convincing them to join you. It's all about the order of operations.
But don't make an operation while drunk. That's medical mal.
None of us are fixers. We don't have to worry about that.
Touche.
I mean, actually, no, I know exactly what I want to do, Gray. Let me
Yeah.
just double check on the price of that real quick. I want to pick up a minor fixer's kit. I'm going around giving people fake fixer cures. Oh yeah, that's actually I can pick up a nephew's kit, which is the cheap grade, the grade 3, for only 300 gold. It's in my wealth level. I can pick it up just because I exist. Amazing. Okay, yeah, I'll be doing that. I'm going to get my hands on a fixer's kit without attracting the ire of the authorities.
Uh-huh.
Because clearly the greatest sin is buying things above your station.
Well, no. Fixers are considered. Doctoring is considered illegal.
Yeah,
More illegal than wizarding.
Which is
It's just
the
that
thing.
wizarding is tolerated by the nobles. Doctoring isn't. Gives people hope.
I know, you don't
Can't
give
have
me
that.
hope.
No. Basically, it'll let me produce things of wealth level 3 or below. Just, I can make them.
Right.
Probably take a scene or something. So I'll be doing that. That sounds
Right.
like a good use of my time.
We'll skip back to Arn then.
Well, Arn is just rejoining Cord and
Johan.
Johannes. When they breach through the wall, they're confronted by the guards, and then Arn jumps off a rooftop and lands on the guard.
I see.
So you've accumulated through the wall. Yeah, the guards around you, and suddenly Arn drops in.
Good timing.
With a suitable I'm sure with a suitable music sting and everything.
Yeah,
He is
Yeah,
bombastic.
my cover's blown. How are you guys doing?
Well, Johannes
much the same.
Well, Johannes punched me. How are you, Bridge?
I like to think at that point there's probably just a sort of fiery puff from the house as Johannes sets something on fire to destroy the evidence.
Fire again. Lovely.
You know what? Don't worry about it. Well, I've had an interesting day. How about you?
Yep, half the town's guard is now marching off to chase wild geese.
Perfect. The Duke has blown himself up.
That's less good.
That was him over there. Turns out there's something about if you mix 2 mushrooms together, they explode. I was. It turns out he was sweating about some select spores. I distilled them down. I brewed and distilled them down into a concentrated form. Menaced him with them, and then he shouted for the Emperor, drank it, and exploded.
Is that
Johannes punched
actually
him.
is that something widely known in the Empire Grey, or is that unusual?
What? Explosion?
Yeah, like
You've never heard of that
floating
before.
crossing mushrooms. So
You've
okay.
never heard of that before.
Means there's an internal struggle afoot.
I don't know. This today has been a bit weird. Has been a bit. I mean, I've got a lot of track and field in today, but yeah, it's a new one on me. This guy was very, very, very loyal. It seems like just something he would take straight to the grave. No, do not pass go. Do not collect $200. Just straight up killed himself. That was just surprising.
It's funny I didn't take you for a Jupiterian.
Johannes will now appear at this point, having just sort of, shaking off a few already blades. Ah, good. Hello again. Good timing. We may need to leave in a fairly quick hurry. Cover's long since blown.
Yes. Anyone know where Brent is?
In the city. I know where he is. Let's shake these guys off first.
We could probably just do if we do a big circle around the north side, clockwise run. We probably can come back around the west wall without any of them noticing.
That'll do. And hey, look at the bright side. We're not lugging around the noble anymore, eh?
I'm wondering. I'm just curious what happens when those spores settle down. I really don't want to see some. I don't want to know what happens when the fallout action happens.
Well, hopefully when it does, we will be long, long gone from this place.
That or this entire place is going to be caustic with exploding spores. I mean, who knows what happens to that stuff if he has what's normally mixed in there with what caused him to erupt is mixed in with what's coming down.
Johannes is just going to look from the town back to the mushroom cloud and back to the town again.
You know what? Arn, you have a mask. I have this. Johannes, you want to see if you can procure yourself something like this? This mask right here was next to the place we were keeping him, and turns out it was very useful in not inhaling anything over there. It's like almost as if this was some sort of experimental place that they were testing something that they didn't know that I stumbled upon. We were hiding the man.
It'll do.
Do you want to have that? Do you have any of the images, Gray, or do you want to for the mask?
No.
Okay,
Not working very well for that for some reason.
fair enough.
Have you tried hitting it with a hammer?
It's more just trying to figure out what it wants. Wording wise.
What it wants to give you.
Yeah.
Well, just think of something, some stripped down Killzone mask. Anyone who remembers that game from the back of the early aughts.
All right. So you're going round and back into the city?
Yeah, I mean, if needs must, we go back in via the sewer entrance again if we haven't got a better option.
We're making our way around to Westwald. Maybe find some way of scooping in.
Yeah.
Just I'm sure no one knows what my face looks like.
Why do you tempt fate like this?
Discard.
Yes.
No,
That's why
see,
it
why
translates
do
like-
you say fate? It's actually it's discard.
Yeah, you know what, fair point.
If anyone twigs the nose, who else is going to twig the nose of fate than me?
Our dice seem to be covering that fairly well.
Our dice have been very interesting this game.
Yes,
game.
they've been swinging both ways for me and for you.
Mm.
Right. Let's see. That dice rolled very slowly. Right, the guards are on full alert at this point. Going to take some charisma to get back in.
All right, sound off. Who's got the best charisma?
I guess no. Well, aren't
6.
Howard 8?
8.
Eight it is. Then.
Arn is just going to turn his cloak inside out, so it's now silver with black trim.
Oh, you turncoat.
How dare is and Cord will stand up straight, officious, and look to Van Deadly Knight. How dare you to try to ask the business of Sir Count Orphan of Orphan of Orphan? My day hates me.
Yes, it does.
Me just gesturing to the sky right now.
You can still roll. Whoa.
I like the thought that just died slowly in the throat.
Yeah, they can still roll a 1.
Didn't.
They didn't.
Well,
I'm sorry. You're gonna have to come with us.
I'd rather not.
It's okay. I can break you out.
Could I not? Sir, just once, it's been a long day. It's been a bad day. Can you just let us walk on this one? It's not like it's been it's almost as if fate itself has conspired against me. Just please, just one little time. Your day is not going to get any better. My day is not going to get any better. Just we can both go home to our beds and take a long rest and just just leave to have the day be like tomorrow, sir.
He slowly shakes his head.
Please.
Swords are drawn.
Oh, this is how we're doing it. It's going to be that kind of day, isn't it?
Well, as one would say, barbarians at the gates.
Idle roll.
I can't break you out
Okay,
dead.
suggestion. If we're rumbled in this current disguise, kill these guards and then back off, because otherwise we're completely destroying all the hard work Brent's putting in with the society. So let's fight these guards off and then break off into the wilderness and return once the heat's died down.
Yeah.
Right. So, guards. Fairly easy to fight, but we will drop in a few of them. So at Silvercliff Gate. And we'll go for a nice even 3-on-3.
Hey, give me 1 sec. I need to recover from that time that Johannes punched me in the face.
Yeah, that's reasonable. I stand by the fact that was deserved.
I let you do it. It was deserved. Look, I didn't know he was going to blow himself up. I'm sure he didn't wake up this morning thinking he was going to blow himself up.
Nope. And yet, when the moment came, he chose incredible violence.
Yeah.
Guards are on it today.
Apparently so. It's quickness for initiative, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, they've been kind of keyed up this entire time. I'm not surprised.
Yeah, true. There you go. Initiative dice explode, I assume, so let's at least try for something for the sake of it. No, 8. Ooh.
But I've got 2 to roll for updating.
Gray, any chance my my nascent secret society can at least have convinced the guards to try and take the? No, they don't know you're barbarians. It wouldn't work.
No.
There's no way I've gotten your description to the guards at that gate either.
So on is Johannes is a 3.
No, Johannes is an 8.
Oh yeah, sorry, I read.
I exploded with the.
Yeah, I read the second dice.
No, wait.
On is an 8.
8, yep.
And Cord hasn't rolled. Someone start discard.
Oh, I thought you were. I saw a discard roll out in its own right. I thought you were doing the rolls for us, but okay. Foe.
All right. So, starting with either Arn or Johan.
And you can lead if you like.
Okay, well, he's going to do an environmental trick of ripping open a bag of flour and pointing the whole area into darkness. Everyone takes -2 to attacks.
Yeah, it's good.
Nice.
Oh,
-2 attack die side, so
No,
you go 2 dice side down.
Okay, all right.
that's going to hurt them.
I was going to say, I presume this attacks everyone, not just them, then.
Yeah, everyone.
Okay.
Right.
Then, in which case, it's not as bad as it could be on and Johannes, in all fairness. Johannes is in, yeah, well, surprise is long since it's gone, so there's no point trying to start in dagger and wine. I'm going to basically use the flower cloud to dodge in past the sort of guard, the guard's plan stance and get sort of up too close behind him. I'm dodging and feinting mechanically, so I'm just boosting my attack die until I'm forced to rebalance
All right.
this turn. So who's next?
Get a bunch of guards next, I'm sure. Wait, where did the encounter? Oh, wait, wrong. Yeah, here we go. This page. Did you know the encounter? Do you know the combat tracker is per map?
really?
Yeah, there's my combat
Oh.
tracker per map.
Oh,
Neat.
interesting.
The more you know.
Right. So, you've both done your thing.
Yes.
Guard 3 is going to stab. They're all going to go into guard strike. So coming at you with a D4. So Johan.
Well,
Okay.
D2.
Yeah, D2 since it's downgraded.
Yeah.
Top,
Okay.
more than a D2.
Well, it does, yeah, notionally explode then, doesn't it? So.
Yeah.
All right, so I've got a
A
D8 off of my attack. Stance, more accurately. I have the bigger die, so
Yeah. On
win the tie. It's a close haircut, but it is still a miss.
on 2.
That's like Ben.
And yeah, you can beat it 1. So yeah, all 3 guards miss.
All right, cool.
Is it cord time?
Court time.
It is. Should I go in the Osvalden first, or just go for Great Weapon Strike to start spinning? Actually, pressing Cleaving Slash will be a D8 anyway. So you know what? Let's go into. Let's roll that D2 for that 1D4, 1D4. Miss. Well.
Oh well.
Life.
Not your evening, is it?
I mean, I've had a very good evening. I have had a very interesting evening. It has been a lot of interesting things have interestingly been done. It's just my my luck is on the other side right now. But that's me for this round.
All right.
We come back around to the
Come
top.
back to the top. So, Arn or Johan?
I'll go first. So
Go ahead.
it's going to be against Doom +1. He's going to do an acrobatic charge, like. So he's going to jump over a wagon, push it into the 3 guards to try to pin them in place.
Excellent. Maybe not.
Well, going to have to put it back into it with a mood. And grits up his face, and all 3 of them are grabbed, so they have to spend a round essentially getting out of it.
All right, so they're pinned underneath, yeah.
Yep, they're pinned to the wall by this wagon.
Nice, nice. Okay. In which case, then, if these poor souls are basically pinned and stuck, Johannes is going to just go in for a sort of fairly cheap hit on the guard he was originally going to stab. Because, hey, turns out if you're under a cart, it's pretty hard to dodge, I suspect. And with the size increase from the earlier stunt, I'm it. Well, okay. The flower means it would go down to a D4, would it? If I roll a D6 on the maneuver, you say it goes
That
down
only
to
lasted last round, so it's
Oh,
clear
that
by
was-
now.
Gotcha, that was a 1-round thing. Okay, in that case, it's just increased to a D8.
All right.
I don't know what defense you'll have when being stabbed. Sorry, when you're being pinned by a cart, but...
Whatever their trick or defend is.
Oh, yes, true.
Their trick defend is D4. But it'd be just their quickness, which would also probably be D4. Nope.
He'll take his damage and he can like it then.
How many does he take?
Just the 1 this time.
All right. Okay. So, strength check to escape.
Well, they're grabbed, so they just need to kind of spend their round getting ungrabbed.
So they all spend their ground. They basically all 3 kind of coercively push on the cart and like tip it over.
Right, and now they have to do a balance move next round.
Spin. Yeah, 5. On the 2 of them. Well, 20. Let me roll it again because this is against 2 people.
All right. They'll be on D4 for the defense. The first guy does not explode. Ooh, critical. Does explode. Does not explode on the second time. So
2 guys gets a big 2 damage rent across their armor.
are you going to concentrate on the one that's already wounded, or
Yeah, but let's slap on him too.
you're doing 2 damage? Was that
Yeah, 2 damage.
right? You crush the first guy.
Crush the first guy into the second guy.
Yeah,
Just
and the second
baseball
guy's
swings.
down and get quite heavily wounded.
Just have a big baseball bat. Just keep swinging.
Oh, you're Harley Quinning this.
Thanks. You just made it 1,000 times more for me. Anyway, up to Arn again.
Yeah.
Okay, well, he's going to grab a keg that came off the cart, drink some ale out of it, and then smash it on somebody's head.
Nice.
Excellent.
So that's for the attack. That's versus Doom for the trick.
All right. And a defense. Nope, you beat him. How was
Okay,
it?
and was the trick enough to be impressive?
Yes.
Okay, cool. And everybody gains a mood.
Yay, I gotta move.
Yep.
Certain combat styles are very important for barding up your fellow man.
Yes.
Indeed.
When I can get my second thing too, I can put a lot towards that.
All right, so we've got one guy left in a barrel, and oh no, we've still got all 3 guards standing currently, haven't we?
No, one's down, one's heavily wounded.
Gotcha. Excellent. In that case, the chap who's not got the barrel on him presently is just going to be just blitz down. The distraction would use to open up a movement. We're going to slip into onslaught. I'm going to swing 2 attacks. And they're going to be at D8 and D6. So 5 on the first. The second explodes.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
It explodes again. It explodes again. Thank you, game. I appreciate this. I mean, I'll take the 10 on the second attack, but you know, it's the thought that counts. Technically, actually, if you can explode up to a 10, he might be able to threaten us. No.
No.
He'll take 2 damage on each attack.
All right. Another guy dies, and everyone's looking quite heavily wounded.
The other guy's in a barrel, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. So you stab him
Oh,
while he's
good.
in the barrel.
Yeah, just it only did 1 damage to him, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, the chap who wasn't in the barrel, I was now filleted, I suspect.
All right. So the guy in the barrel is going to make a strength check. Try and get himself out. And make it. But that's his action. He kind of rolls around the barrel. It spins off. He grabs his sword up.
Looks up and just sees a sword coming down on his head.
Yeah.
As I attack him and I attack the barrel he's in.
It's a very dangerous barrel.
Yeah.
Proceeds to crit the barrel, miss the man,
Misses the man, crits the barrel.
takes him out with barrel shards.
Crit the I wanted to say that you pull the sword down, he looks down, he's unhurt, and then all his armor falls off.
Oh, yeah, okay. I can't remember the name of the game you're referencing, but I know the one you.
I look up, waggle my eyebrow.
Stop remembering the aunties and get on with it.
Oh.
They betrayed you.
I was
Okay,
going to say,
so-
yeah.
It's okay. They're going to live out the rest of their lives in peace and tranquility.
Yes, they're
Oh.
they're in a nice home upstate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they went to live on a farm. I'm just refusing to specify which farm they were sent to.
Points
Anyway,
farm currently on fire.
that's 2 damage to the guy. If that,
Yeah, he's dead.
If okay, he's out. Okay.
All right.
Uh,
So you can make it back into the city.
Do we want to break into the city at this point, considering that it might completely blow what Bren's trying to do?
I mean,
Actually, it depends how much of a ruckus was made, doesn't it? Did anyone else? Yeah, hell with it. Let's get into the city. Just get into the city and go completely underground for a bit. Bren can still set things up if we don't completely botch this.
we don't really know much what Brandon's been doing. It's just or at least I don't.
do remember I spoke to him.
Yeah, you've spoken to him, so he can catch you up.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'll at least have the time to give you both a brief on what he's been up to and what he's trying to do. Speaking of which, we're probably going to need to lay low for a bit, just get the heat off us after the whole guard incident. Say
sure
that'll be evil.
I'm
Another
sure after
day.
the spores settle, more very interesting things are going to happen to the city. I'm sure.
That much I could entirely believe.
It was that next session, Gray.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of where I was going from, because Bren's pretty much just making his underground. You've disappeared back into the city. I suppose what's your move? What's your next move? You could probably meet up with Brent, so we get you all back into the same place.
Yeah, that was going to be my
Yes.
suggestion. We at least link up with Bren now, so we reunify the party.
It's
at least.
also what's your next move, Gray? Because I'm quite certain that whatever's mixing that spore cloud's going to come down here. People are going to start inhaling it, and they're all going to start blowing up themselves.
We don't know that yet.
I'm sure there's going to be a third party existential threat that's going to do horrible things to this place. and throw all of our machinations out of whack.
No.
Either that or you go to ground for 2 weeks or a week and a half.
Oh, potato, potato.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fully depends, but
I actually need to make a roll.
my brain is gassed out.
All right, that's fine. I will make a roll then. Okay. Okay. So, you wanted to call it then for today?
I'm sure whatever that role was, it's going to be very. You're going to have at least some setup time. I'm sure.
I mean, yeah, I think we've done a hell of a lot. We've at least reunified the party and we've destabilized things further. But I think, yeah, I could do with a hot minute to think. Admittedly.
Yep, that's fine. Okay. So, thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you all. Ooh, probably not next week. Week after next.
Week after next. Gotcha.
Yeah, because I will be around, but I can't guarantee what time I'll be back. So
Yes,
it's probably
that's
best to not say for this because I've got a wargaming tournament, which technically finishes at 5, but then I've got to unpack everything, get back, have
Close up
lunch. So
shop.
yeah, might be around
Well,
for some Dark Tide or something like that, but probably best not to try and after a game of wargaming. Probably best not to try and roleplay.
Makes sense.
All right, so
Mhm.
see you all in a couple of weeks.